these guys can take care of. But I brought my engine in, as you know, because under load it was only running about half speed. It's an 8 horsepower 2-stroke Yamaha Outboard, of course, 2-cylinder. I've connected an induction tachometer on here so we can actually judge what the speed is. You wrap wires around the spark plug and the voltage for their induces of voltage, and there's a little meter screen that tells you how fast it's running. But because it's got 2 spark plugs and I'm only on one, it's only going to show half the speed. So it says 1,000 RPMs. It's really 2,000. So we're using my gas tank and all of my connections to make sure everything is good. And I'm standing at the wrong place, because if they hit that thing and try to get it up to 5,000 RPMs, it's going to... Honey, you may want to move your purse, because it may throw water everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to try to duplicate the issue first. And then after that, we're trying to get the water. Oh, well, it's up high enough. Yeah, that's good enough water, right? Because the pump inlet is below the cavitation plate. I'm going to get back, because we are going to... Yeah. Yeah, it's going to start it. Here we go. Oh, yeah, here, let's look at the tachometer, see what the tach says. Man, 1,950, but that doesn't sound right. Pulling the spark plugs off to see if you can hear the spark, and you can hear it loud and clear. So this tachometer is saying we're at 2,000 RPMs, but I don't believe it, because that means we're at 4,000, because I'm just doing one spark. Or maybe it's half. Okay, they're bringing the idle down some. Yeah, this is what. Yeah. Okay, so now we're at 1,500. So maybe that's 750 or so. Maybe it's half. Maybe I'm reading wrong. But anyway, we're going to try to get to 5,000 RPMs under load when it's in gear. And 1250. Now you can set this here for a 2-cylinder engine, and it might be set for that. That's why we might be reading 1,200. Yeah, what's the normal idle RPM?
100.
Huh?
Almost 600.
Yeah, what?
600.
Huh?
600.
600. Oh, okay, it's reading 12, so that's 2 times. So yeah, so it's half of this. So yeah, so if this says 1.2, it's actually 600 then. So that sounds about right? Okay. Okay, so we're reading twice the RPMs. He's letting it get warmed up. We got those water spraying out. I'm going to get back here, away from the... Sounds good. The light in the background's out there kind of bright. I'm going to clean my lens too, because if it's not clean, it'll fog. There we go. Maybe that. Yeah. Yeah. So what are you going to rev it up? High speed or what? Doesn't it sound okay?
No.
No. No. What does it sound like?
Erratic.
Oh, really? Erratic.
Replace first the spark plug.
Check them.
I think no problem for carburetor.
Oh, right. Okay. I never in my life have seen a spark plug go bad, and I'm 71 years old, and I've been racing cars since I was 14 years old. But this is a boat, and it's in the ocean, so maybe corrosion can get inside of them. I'll put on my glasses here. How's it look? How's it look? This looks wet. Looks wet from gas. It looks brand new. Yeah, these spark plugs look new. They got a nice tan color for the air fuel mixture. Is this the right kind? B7HS10?
Yeah.
B7HS10? Yeah. NGK, it's the same brand. Yeah. So we're doing spark plugs right now. See if that clears it up. Yeah, how come you didn't put it in gear and rev it high? What I'm trying to do is, to test. No. Testing the maximum RPMs. Yeah, we need to duplicate the problem, and then if you can see that you can duplicate it, then after you've done these, if it fixes it, then you know. But if you don't duplicate it and you do all this work, you don't know. Did you fix it or did you not? You have to duplicate the problem first with the RPMs, because that's why it's here, because the engine speed under load, and we never tested that. So that's the first test that we need to do. Huh? Load, yeah, and go fast. Now it's going to make a mess. Okay. Yeah, and see if you can go to 5,000 RPMs. Are you going all the way up? Go all the way to full speed and then hold it. It's not going to break. It's built to go that fast.
It's trying to cool the other pressure.
Oh, because it's throwing it out, so you can't suck in the pump and keep it cool. Yeah, that's why I said get the big blue ones, because it's going to throw water everywhere. Yeah, that spark plug looks new. Yeah, so did you think it runs more smooth with the new spark plugs? Does it run more smooth with the new spark plugs? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's one step. Yeah, but we
Every time, sir, we replace this spark plug every 100 hours only.
If what?
100 hours.
Okay, I'm ready. What? Yeah, we're at 1,200, which is actually about 600. It's going to get crazy, folks. All the way. All the way. Go. Yeah. Yeah, this is a test. Wavering, yeah. Yeah, that went to 5,100. 5,100. 100. Yeah, but you can hear wavering going up and down. It wasn't strong at that weight. Yeah, up and down. Okay. So now we can change spark plugs and then test it again.
Isog ko lang ganyan.
And then we'll also change the fuel filter. We'll change that. Make sure it's not something low price like a fuel filter. Okay, so we're going to change the spark plugs back to the new ones and test it again, and then we'll change the fuel filter if that doesn't improve it. But again, these spark plugs look brand new. I mean, they're not burned, they're not carbon. Insulate. There's a nice tan color, which means good air-fuel ratio. If they're black, you're too rich on fuel. If they're white, you're too lean on fuel. So that's how you tell by your spark plugs how your fuel mixture is. Yeah, so that's a lot of fun to crank this thing up, that you could hear it going up and down between 4,000 and 5,000 RPMs, 3,800, jumping around like that. Yeah. Yeah, because we throw all the water out, the water pump, inlet is down there, below the cavitation plate. That flat plate you see where my fingers outline, I think it's right under there on the side. So we're throwing all this water out when we run this thing under load. Okay. Do you want to, what's that? Do you want to try it now, and then we'll, change the fuel filter if the spark plugs don't improve? You want a tissue to dry your hands? No? You're okay?
Where's the new filter?
Well, let's test it with the plugs first, because if we test it and it works, we don't know, is it this or is it that? So we just do one step at a time until we get to where it runs constantly at high speed. Okay, 780, 900. Yeah, let me get this. 1230. That ran up to 6,000. Did that sound more smooth? Huh? Yeah. So more likely spark plug, huh? You was right the first time. You should be a happy man.
Just the construction spark plug is.
Oh, really? Well, maybe because they're in the ocean, the corrosion gets in and runs them. Okay, well, let's go ahead and change this too, just as a regular maintenance, because yours is larger, and I think that would be nice to have a larger one. Yeah, that went up to 6,000 RPMs. That sounded right, to you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the spark plugs, amazingly enough. Oh, what, the filter, honey? Where's the filter? She's got it. She took it. It's her fault. She's hiding things. Yeah, so we're going to put the fuel filter on just as a maintenance type gig here. They adjusted the idle on it. We ran it. Yeah, honey, could you tell the difference?
Yeah, it never
in the spark plug, and it went up to 6,000. Before it barely hit 5.1, and it dropped down to 4.8, 4.5, 4.3, bouncing around up and down. I never knew spark plugs would make that big of a difference, but man, big difference.
It never goes.
Yeah. Okay, folks. So next thing we're going to do, like I said, is change the fuel filter. This is a small one, but they got one twice that size. So we got twice the filtration element there to get clogged. So half the chances of clogging it. So I think that's a good deal. And that's a Yamaha part, by the way. That one that he's got is a branded Yamaha part. So they tweaked the carburetor to get the idle right, and I'm really surprised. And the fuel system seems to be working okay. The interesting thing is we connected this up and squeezed this ball, and this ball got hard just after 3 or 4 squeezes. But when I put this thing in the boat, every time I put this in the boat, I've had to squeeze this thing 50 to 75 times, and still it just feels like a spongy, soft, semi-soft bulb. It never gets hard. And I have 150 horsepower Johnson ocean runners on my USA boat. Had 2 Johnson 150 horsepower ocean runners, and they have balls just like that you have to squeeze before you start the thing. And they were 2 strokes, just like this. So anyway, that's amazing that the spark plugs made the difference. But you saw us duplicate it. That's the cool part. That's what I wanted to do. Put the old ones in, run it. Put the new ones in, run it. See what happens. But I could tell the difference. So anyway, I'm going to wait for them to get back, and we'll start up again with the fuel filter replacement right. That white thing, Paradise out. All right, folks, we're putting in the new fuel filter, the big one. This is double the size of the old one. And then I'll keep the old one in just for spare, in case I need it someday. I'm going to blow through it, see how clear it is. Oh, it blows through just fine. 100% just blowing it like you're breathing without the tube. So this is a good one here. Okay, so I'm going to leave the tachometer on here, just so we can, well, let me go which side. Just so I always have it, so I can always tell my engine speed. Yeah, so what should if I'm driving this for a long time, like 3 hours, 4 hours, what's the maximum speed, RPM, I should go? Is it okay to go 3,000, 4,000, 5,000? You can go full speed, 5,000 for 3 hours, 6 hours?
Yeah.
It's that tough, huh? It's a good, huh? Okay. We got the breather box off now. We're going to clean the carburetor around just because here you get 4 hours of maintenance for 3,400 pesos. And, plus parts, whatever your parts is. The fuel filter, because it's a Yamaha part, is like 600 pesos. Yeah. So we got the carburetor cleaner. We're going to do surgery now. So we've got Dr. Donald. Yeah, we got check the floats, check the jets. So we're pulling off the cover to the floats right now, or float, this one. At least I think it's one. Yeah, there's a little gasket and stuff. That black square box, rectangular box right there that I point to, that's the fuel pump. How does that look inside? Dirty or?
Dirty.
Oh, okay. Well, so that's a good idea then, huh? Clean it? Yeah, you can see the black dirt and brown dirt in there. Yeah, also rust and stuff like that gets in these too, so. That's the jet, that bronze thing is the jet that lifts up and down and lets your fuel go in or out, depending on whether the float goes up. That goes up. When more fuel comes in, that goes up. And if fuel goes out, it goes down. Yeah, and then you can check the diaphragm, see if that's good. Yeah, there's a diaphragm in the fuel pump. These engines have fuel pumps, whereas like on my Trimaran, it's got on the gasoline engine, it's just like a gravity fed gasoline. There's no pump bulb, there's nothing. It just gravity fed, just like your lawnmower. These have a fuel diaphragm. It's kind of a low pressure thing, but it's what you need, to run outboards. So we're doing the cleaner. Got a little razor blade there. He's gonna kind of scrape out all the chunks of rust and dirt and stuff. So this is a good call to clean this bad boy. Yeah, here we go. Spray it out, get it clean, make it happy. By the way, this place actually builds boats too. They can build you a custom boat. I think this is a boat that they built here, a custom fiberglass boat. Center console here. Maybe that's a customer out there, but we'll see. Oh, did you see that boat over there with the tune tower? Look how high that thing is. That's like 3 stories high, man. They got their own special parking place for it. Okay, we're running the test now after the all the work's been done. Carburetor rebuild, everything. Let's see. I'm gonna adjust the 1,100. Okay. Yeah, this is going to jump some. It's not exact. It's just going to jump around. But yeah, that's good. If you look at, there's 1,200. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we're trying to set it for 1,200 RPMs to I'll put in some WD-40 in there, waterproofing the throttle cables and that. Look, it's gonna get wild. Yeah, you want to see? Well, it's not exact. Yeah, everything, yeah. Yeah, go full speed, go, be a man, go hard. Yeah, that seemed to hold up. We hit 6250, which, because the way the prop is, your prop, if you, what you do, you adjust the size of your prop so where when your maximum throttle, you're hitting the red line basically of your engine. So in the ocean, of course, we're not in the ocean, we're in this tub and it's swirling around, so it's kind of assisting the prop spinning. I guess it's going this way, blowing it out and blowing it back in, so that's pushing through the prop, is not going through it by itself. But it should hit your maximum RPM. If it goes over, your prop is too small or the pitch is not enough. And if it goes under, your prop is too big or the pitch is too much. One of those, or a combination of those. So that's how you know. But obviously we went up to 6,100 RPMs here, which the red line's at 5.5. So yeah, it's going to go more than that because we don't have any load on the real load on the prop, even though it is in the water here. It's not the real thing. So anyway, we're tuned. We should be running great. Yes, it should go fast now. We'll see. we'll see how well this thing runs. And also, like I said, I need to raise the transom up 3 inches to get the height. The higher the engine is out of the water, the faster it goes. However, you can't get so high that the water pump inlets are sucking air, because then your engine is going to burn up. So they have to be in the water to suck it in and cool the engine, but that's max. That's where you want it max, and you'll get your best speed there. And so we got to raise the transom up about 3 inches, but we're going to make an adjustable transom. We're going to make blocks of wood that are 2 inches high, 2.5, 3 inches, 3.5, 4. So all we have to do, there'll be 2 bolts that hold the block of wood on, and we'll just take those 2 bolts out and drop a different height block of wood to get this to the perfect height. Because maybe one day we got just me riding in the boat, and other days we may have four men, full-size men, and I'm 100 kilos, and my friend's 80 kilos. The other friend's probably more than me, probably 210, 215 kilos. So, and then we add one more, and who knows what the weight is there, or maybe 2 girls, my wife and her friend. So that's another 50 kilos each. That's another 100 kilos there. So, that rear height is going to go up and down depending upon the load we have. So we'll have adjustable, just like I said, 2 bolts, unscrew them, slide off the wood, slide the correct one in, drop the engine down, and wham, we're perfect. We're golden. So anyway, we will be back with more from my Paradise on Italian Island. Paradise out.